Yeah, I hear you on the track.
Shout out, this a baby.
To the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, own property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. I'm flashing for. I'm on my grind, not no motherfucking fashion show. There we go. What's up, y'all? Welcome in, welcome in. I am AJ Simmons, the Clean and Business GOAT, founder of the Clean Biz Network. Thank everybody for joining us today. And when I say us, it's because I got some company and they just left from backstage. So I'll tell y'all when they come back and he can let us up. But anyway, here to answer y'all questions today, y'all. If you got any questions, drop them in the chat. Also, let us know where y'all checking in from so we can shout y'all out, and we about to get into it. My guy, welcome in, welcome in.
What's good? What's good? How you doing?
I cannot complain, brother. You want to let the people know who you are, where you're from, all that good stuff.
Okay. All right. So I am Sherman Lewis Jr. I am the owner of Squeaky Clean here in South Carolina. Also the founder of Clean Success Academy and Clean Success VA Staffing Solutions. If you need automations, you need to know how to elevate your business, you need to talk to me. That's it.
Facts. That is facts. Let's get it. Appreciate you, brother.
All right.
And let's see what. Oh, did I say who I am all the way? I said I am Clean Business Network, founder of Clean Business Network, Clean Business Goat. We here to answer y'all questions. That's pretty much it, y'all. So shout out to Steve Jones from Jones Co Systems. I used to always say John Co. He put that capital C for me because I couldn't read it first. So shout out to Jones Co Systems Janitorial checking in from Indianapolis, Indiana. Appreciate you checking in. My guy, Mr. Christian Gilbert, CBN member as well. Aquaman checking in. I appreciate you. What else we got? Miss Gerald Latrice checking in. Everyone from Fayetteville, Georgia, appreciate you and everybody down there. Let's get into it. So, Mr. Andrew Lewis, what's going on, bro? Actually, we had a conversation about that. Are we?
Yeah, I changed it. I went ahead. I listened to you, man.
So now I got to program my brain now. So,
it's okay. I still go by Andrew, but
no,
I got to
keep it on brand. I'm gonna keep it on brand. So, Mr. Sherman Lewis. Nah, man.
What's going on?
Ain't too much, brother. And I'm gonna shout out Miss Assured Comfort Cleaning as well. Miss Charlotte checking in also. So what we got going on, brother, this week, man? I'm just gonna chop it up with you. Y'all drop y'all questions, but we just gonna have a conversation.
Man, it's been hectic. I've been going, man. It's been an emotional roller coaster. So I don't want everybody to think that just because we're on the screen and we're talking to everybody and sharing that everything goes smooth and peaches and cream all the time. I'm about to drop this business a few times this week.
I saw that clip.
I saw that clip. I was about to get rid of. I was about to say F everybody. I'm done with y'all because my subcontractors were losing their ever-loving mind. Right? It was. This is not a gripe concession, but it's to help people understand that it's not going to be perfect. You're always, revising, amending, adjusting your systems and stuff. So people one person just didn't show up, didn't say anything to me. I text them and say, hey, did you clean the office? I mean, do your clean? Text them that night because I was in the same building because it's a big building. So we do the front and do the back. So it's separate teams. Did the back. I was there. So I was like, man, doesn't seem like he's been here. I'm not gonna worry about it. He'll come late because I was trusting him because he's been doing it.
Right.
Text him that night. Next morning, he said, no, I didn't go. And I don't think this is a good account for me. And I'm getting another one. Well, dude, you couldn't tell me that yesterday. You knew before that you was going to get rid of it. You knew that, right? So the thing was, he was like, well, for the amount of work and the frequency and all this other stuff, the distance he has to go, it's not enough money.
Right.
One thing is when I bring in my subcontractors, I let them know where the location is. I tell them to check it in reference to how far you got to go, the frequency. Right. Is that going to be a problem? Always has been the issue. I tell this to everybody. Nobody follows it. They see the number. Ooh, I want the money, and they go for it.
Yeah,
I done told you in the beginning that it's going to be hard. Is this right? Yeah, I want it. Cool. I'll give you the opportunity. The other thing is, he was like, the compensation wasn't right. If you don't know, if you subcontracted for anybody, they're going to give you a payout amount. If you take that payout amount, cool. You have the option to negotiate that price.
Right.
If he had said something, I could have given him more money.
Yep.
I could have given him more money. You didn't ask. Closed mouths don't get fed. If you don't say nothing, I'm like, cool. I guess that's a good amount. All right. Cool. He could have gotten more money, but he didn't say anything. So now he can't work for me no more because the way he went out. Mm-hmm. And that's only one account. There's 3 other accounts that just crap in the past 2 weeks. I was pissed.
Now that's how, you know what? And I'm gonna piggyback on that. And we can jump into other ones if we want to, but because people don't really that even go for us too. Like sometimes we'll get into these contracts directly with the customers, and you just straight quit on it. Oh, this ain't worth it. Oh, this I underbid it. This and that, right? And it's like honestly. Did you even try to renegotiate? Did you clean it long enough to even know if it's all the way worth it yet? You probably won't even in yet to figure out a good cleaning system yet. You know what I mean? But it's like people underestimate just how much really goes into, you know what I mean? Like to the business. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? And to piggyback on that, this is the same account. Mm-hmm. So the same account I was just talking about, I'm going to piggyback on what you just said. So I've had this account for about almost 3 years, right?
Okay.
I had it in the initial stages when they were just coming in. You know, it wasn't as much traffic. Everybody wasn't in the office. They weren't doing the manufacturing and all the other stuff. It was easy to do, right? But now as they start bringing in all their people, they have multiple shifts. They have like 3 or 4 shifts. They're almost 24 hours. Dust is everywhere, all day, every day. So the scope of work needed to be changed because initially it fit, it was fine. Over a period of time, over some months, I've been saying, hey, this needs to be reevaluated. We need to reevaluate this because it's too much traffic. I can't keep it clean. It doesn't. Right. After I clean it, I'll mop it. They'll walk from the warehouse into the front track, all the dust all over my floors. I'm not mopping it again. I promise you that. I'm not mopping it again. But we did anything. So I've sent them multiple revisals, revisions and stuff like that. Nothing. I'm like, all right, this is the same account that it's tough to keep people in because of that. And a lot of the people, I mean, for the most part, the people there are respectful, but it's a select few that just will throw stuff everywhere. They'll just drop stuff on the floor. Like, come on, that's disrespectful. Now I'm taking it personal because you throwing that at me in my head, right? I'm gonna talk to you. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, y'all not trying to fluctuate. Y'all not trying to change it up. I was putting in auto scrubber. I put in all kinds of stuff because I realized exactly what that job needs. Now I know. I didn't know that beforehand because all those people weren't in there. They keep putting it off, kept putting it off. So I finally said, you know what? I got to a point where I'm like, I'm looking at my accounts. What's a smooth account? What's an account that I can kind of handle, no issues or whatever? And what are the ones that are giving me problems that are stressing me out and I can't keep it? So I said, okay, before they fire me, because I've had that happen where I got fired, where I knew I should have got rid of them, but I'm like, I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna make it work. Dude, that was the wrong move. Now I look stupid because they put in notice. No, you broke up with me. I was gonna break up with you first. So I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna give them. And I was trying to do it. I was gonna do it a few times, but some of the people there are really, really good. I was like, let me hold on. I talked to my wife. She was like, you can do this. I was like, you know what? It's stressing me out. I'm stressed when I come home. I'm pissed off. I'm getting rid of it. I didn't sell it. Matter of fact, I'm helping somebody else try to get that account, but I know what it needs. And I told them, this is what you need going in.
Yeah.
Going in, this is what you're going to do. I can't get them to do it, but you can get them to do it when you get there, as opposed to trying to get them to change over. So
yeah,
I got rid of that account. It's over at the end of the month. Come March 1st, I'm going to be a much happier person. I promise you, because I'm already getting another, just crazy. So I don't want to over talk this whole conversation, but I'm end up getting another account that pays more than that account and less work.
See? That's how it be though. That's how it be. And there's a good lesson in that too, because it reminds me of one I had with it was a construction company. We didn't do their post-construction jobs, but we cleaned their construction office. It was horrible, man. It was horrible. And then the people were racist. And it's not me thinking they were or assuming they were. My point of contact literally told me straight up that their family comes from that. She said she wasn't anymore, but that's what their background is, because her brother was the GM and he would walk around with this little attitude face, and we speak, he won't speak back. And so she just went ahead and told me the truth, like, he is, but just ignore him. He don't mean any harm. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, I already knew after complaint, and I never got complaints for real. So I'm like, okay. And I had my best subcontractor in there. So I'm like, ain't no way she complaining. And I got her in there. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, but I know what to do. So I just had a conversation with her. I was like, trying to make sure that everything she think is wrong, we fixing it. And then once I realized, okay, I can't please this lady, I tell you what, put it out there, found somebody that was willing to buy that contract. I sold it to him. And I told her straight up, I said, listen, I'm going to warn you though. You know what I mean? Like, she going to complain. She this and that. Now, and that person swore up and down, they got it. I said, all right, but they bought it from me. They ended up losing their contract not too long after. But I spoke to the husband of the couple that bought it from me later. He was like, I told my wife one thing: if AJ selling the contract, don't ever buy him no more because if he getting rid of, it's a damn reason to be getting rid of. But no, for real though. But still, the lesson is if you can find a way to get out of there and find somebody, because and by the way, the person that I sold it to, they got a good track record. They decent, you know what I mean? I knew that worked before, so it was like I like try to make sure that everybody can try to win. So the people that bought it, they felt like they were winning. You know what I mean? They got a new contract. The company that I sold to, like I guess they thought they were winning because they got rid of me and I was such a problem, even though they act like their feelings was hurt when it happened. But it was one of those situations where it was like, you can't break up with me. I think it was one of those. I beat him to the punch. But anyway, so long story short, if you can get out of that way, absolutely do that.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, I guess we'll jump into some of these comments, man. So shout out to Jared. She says, do we got the link to get the personal branding consultation? Absolutely. So appreciate you for shouting that out, by the way. So for those who do not know, I have a program that I do not promote anymore, and I'm gonna bring it back at some point, but it's called Get Paid to Be You. And I am still willing to consult you on that if you are interested in that. And my bad, I'm trying to multitask, which I cannot do. Okay, but and I thought that was just one of them, but anyway, bam, Get Paid to Be You. So if you want a one-on-one consultation for anything, not just cleaning too, but if you want personal branding, all of that, same link. So go to consultation.cleanbusinessnetwork.com and just make sure that when you fill out the application or when you schedule the consultation, you put in the notes what you want to talk about there, so I can just be a little more prepared for you when you come on there. All right, what else we got? Shout out to Miss Eunice checking in from right here in Duval with me. Says happy Friday. Appreciate you. Miss Lisa Gadding, shout out to you. That's what I'm saying. Sharon, where's the integrity? Facts. Miss Charlotte says I had one of apartment complex tell me they were wanting to go in-house and hire W2 workers. That's what they always think. We gonna see.
Yeah, I just had that.
You gonna see. Big facts. Happy Friday. Oh, shout out to Tamika. I'm glad you showed up because I saw an email come in with your name on it, and I got to go back and reply to it. I think you might have sent it to my team too, and I did see that they replied, but if I felt like it was something that only I could answer, but maybe I always think I got to do everything and then Anna be handling stuff. So let me know if you still need me.
Tamika in Charlotte. She subs for them. She subs.
She told me, she told me in the email. I did see that part as well. That's what's up. Shout out to Tamika.
She's one of the people. She's one of the people that actually does what she's supposed to do. I don't have to fire her. She's good. You good, Tamika?
It's crazy you say that, though, because it's so many people in CBN that work with each other. Jared was just telling me that she was doing some work with Kevin Hatwork, who just won the award at the last CBN conference. And I'm like, you'd be surprised how many people just connect them. And I love CBN. And I just got off the phone with Wade, and he was telling me how his whole network is CBN. You know what I mean? He's like, he'll never leave CBN, even though he's been in here like since the beginning. Who was that? Brett Sahara says Solaris Cleaning, checking in from London, Ontario. That's what's up. Shout out to you up there in Canada. What else we got? That is me letting y'all know where to go. Who else we got? Family owned business cleaning service says hello all. I appreciate you checking in. I think that might have been the frustration we were talking about with them subs.
I'm sorry.
Shout out Miss Karen.
I feel this is family, so I can vent.
Exactly. You know what we need to do? We need to start inviting them on, like get a couple people on the panel and let y'all come up here and talk with us, man.
Absolutely.
What else we got? Jess says, what can I do if someone hasn't issued my 1099 yet? I need to file my taxes properly. Worm to death, really. At this point, you just kind of got to wait on them. I mean, obviously you could file and then go file them in there, but who want to do that? But yeah, I will reach out to them. Just kind of pressure on because they know they wrong. You know what I mean? They behind. So yeah, ain't really too much.
It's another thing too. If depending on how they're getting paid, I use QuickBooks, and in QuickBooks, like you can put it in QuickBooks and it'll email it. It should email it to them, and I'll also mail it to them. If you have, like I said, if you use QuickBooks, which is I think it's Workforce, you should be able to go into your Workforce app and see it, or you can have them email it to you to get it to you a lot faster. Everybody has it, so they can email it to you. It doesn't have to always be mailed, but you can get that hard copy. But you can get an email copy so you can have the numbers. But you should already know your numbers anyway.
Good point. I was just speaking of know your numbers. I was just about to say, so if they Hopefully they did. They were sending you a statement every month, or if you know exactly how much you were getting every month, you kind of can do it without that. You just add up every single amount that came to you. Now, the only thing is you are taking a slight risk there because if they don't report properly, then y'all numbers might not match what might could trigger an audit for either you or them, probably them more than you, but nonetheless. But you could, if you really, really, really need to go faster, then you could. You just got to count all your money up and just file it that way. All right, what else we got? They're the only one who hasn't issued it. So, and then I asked my, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you might have to just do it without them then, because some people just run janky business, like they don't do good business, they don't file taxes. So, if I don't know if it's one of those situations, and then I don't know if you can go up there too. I'm not sure if they're local to you, but might have to pull up on them. You know what I mean? All right, I see you back. He ain't quite ready yet. What else we got? My guy, Mahad checking in, CBN as well. Absolutely. He said thank you. That's what's up. All right. I know how much they pay me. I'll do that instead of waiting. There you go. All right, cool. DCAD Janitorial Services, AJ, my guy. Absolutely. Appreciate you, Donna, checking in. I didn't know the Facebook one show up on here. Usually I never see Facebook comments. You know how like when you get off and we go back and check, maybe it's because he's checking in from the CBN one. Can you let us know that, Donald, so we can know for future reference? Are you on my Facebook page or are you on the Clean Biz Network Facebook page? I think that might be the difference. What else we got? Miss Lisa says they have until the January. Exactly. So it's like, hey, that's on them. If you go file and if your numbers ain't right, that's probably gonna fall on them. Donnie, but again, this is not tax advice. I'm not a tax attorney. I'm not a tax accountant. None of that. Let's make sure that disclaimer is there. That's just what I would do, and I'm talking about me out loud. Okay. What I got? My bad. Did I say it? My guy Donnie Brosco checking in says, "Peace, family. Glad I was able to catch it live for sure. I appreciate you." All right, cool. Yep, me on the Clean CBN page. Thank you. Right, so now we know if we can see those from here. And so for those who are watching from my page, because I do see it's like 4 of y'all over there, 3 now. Come over to YouTube if you want me to see your comment. All right, cool, man. So what else you got some more vetting to do? We got other contracts.
Yeah, that was just the one contract. The other contract, I had someone. She went out of town. Well, she was supposed to clean it on Saturday. Apparently got behind on time, said she was going out of town for event, whatever.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
No problems. I wish you would, they let me know a little bit sooner. I can coordinate. I'll take care of it, or I'll have somebody take care of it. But it was only one key. They only gave us one key fob. She had it. I was like, well, are you still in? Have you left yet? I can come meet you, get the key fob. I'll go clean it.
Right.
I immediately texted her right after she texted me. Waited about an hour or so later. I'm like, okay, all right, what do I do? Then she texts me back, I've already left town. Perfect. So now I got to coordinate with the client to let them know, hey, this is going to have to be rescheduled. I can't do it. Said I wouldn't be coming back till Wednesday. Cool. Then I'm thinking, Wednesday? Wait a minute. You have a clean on Monday. So I messaged, so does that mean you're not going to clean on Monday? Never responded. So I'm like, fine, I'll just go clean it Monday. So I'm like, okay, well, this isn't the first time this has happened. Not that they're a bad cleaner or anything, but the communication is not good. And then on top of that, they're one of the people that don't necessarily do the pictures and all the coordination like they're supposed to do, so that I know that it's been taken care of. Because one thing people don't do when they're subcontractors or W-2 employees, they have a small vision of what actually goes on. So when you're the owner, you're the prime or whatever, you need to know that all of these things are being taken care of. So we have these software that tells you, hey, clock in, clock out, or close out jobs. That lets us know that it was done. But on top of that, you need some type of verification for if something happens and the client says, well, this isn't done. This wasn't clean. One thing clients will say, they'll see something on the floor. The floor is a mess.
Right.
The whole floor is a mess?
Right.
Or is it one thing on the floor is a mess?
So y'all, they didn't mop last night. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. So we can't fight that. If you don't do the pictures, I can't confirm that you did it. right? So you got to understand when we put these systems and stuff in place, it's to help us and help you. So we don't have to say, hey, you didn't do this. And then you say, yes, I did. Well, prove it.
Yeah.
If you can't prove it, then you might not get paid from it. You know what I mean? So you got to be very careful and understand that these systems that you have in place, and you need to do that when you're bringing in your own subcontractors, have systems in place that they must follow. And if they don't follow them, there are causes and effects of what happened. You know what I mean? And I'm changing a lot of stuff with my subcontractors. If you aren't following these rules, good. You are off my list, and I'll bring somebody else in that's going to do what I asked them to do.
Nah, fact so. And remember we had this conversation a couple of weeks ago, and you were saying how like some of them not doing it. It was like, well, what can we do to make them actually follow the protocol? Take these pictures or send this invoice for that matter. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, well, it's either going to be positive reinforcement or negative reinforcement. Either A, incentivize those that actually do it and give them some extra, or B, penalize them for those who don't.
Yeah, it's going to be positive for me, but probably negative for them.
There you go.
I'm done. I'm done.
All right. Who would I see in the comment? I seen Ms. Lisa said, AJ, do you have a quote form that businesses can put on their website so prospects can get that instant quote form? I do. That's automation. It's in there. So, and I did just drop a video in the chat. Click on that video and you see. But we definitely have that. All right. What else we got? All Green, my guy, checking in, says All Green in the house, long time no see. Absolutely, brother. I hope all is well. I ain't got one of my audio messages from you lately. And then I ain't gonna lie, I just been slacking on everything. I gotta catch up. My email's backed up again. My IG, I just quit on those inboxes altogether. I just ain't been. I ain't gonna lie, it's been rough. So hell up, my vent turned now. Look, shit, my vent turned now. It's been. You know what I mean? You have your up time, and then you ain't feeling it. And I moved so many meetings this week. Like y'all saw it because a couple of y'all was actually scheduled for some meetings this week. And I just had, you know what? I ain't feeling it. And I hate to give somebody, if I can't give somebody my all, I'd rather just not even do it until we can do it properly. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and let myself get through this week, stumble through this week the best I can. And then the next week we will be better people. So, and I know we got the workshop next week, but I have not promoted the workshop at all. Shout out to everybody who actually did get a ticket, though. For those who are interested, what is that link? Workshop.cleanbiznetwork.com, probably. Workshop.cleanbizuniversity.com. But anyway, besides the point. But long story short, I know I got that next week, 3 days. So it's like, all right, AJ, go ahead and rest up. Get yourself together this week because next week you ain't got no choice. You know what I mean? So at least I got a choice this week. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing too about systems. And that's why we always talk about putting systems in place, automations in place, because we will get burned out, period. I don't care who you are. I don't care how motivational and motivated you think you are. You will get put out. Tony, you ready, by the way? My bad. I see you on the phone too. Let me know. Give me the thumbs up when you're ready. Okay, but no, I mean, but we will get burned out. So it's like, you got to have systems in place and put people in place. And that's why I'm bringing people with me right now to help me coach on this 10-10 program, because it's a lot, y'all. I can't be everywhere at once and everybody want my undivided attention, but I'm one person. So I'm bringing in other experts just like these. So y'all know who Sherman is. Tone, if you can unmute for us when you're ready and let the people know who you are. And I'm going to go fix my lighting.
All right.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Friday, family. Happy Friday, man. Andrew Lewis, good to see you as always, brother. My name is Tony Williams. I am a CBN alumni, now CBN certified consultant. I sold my business back in May of 2025 after running, growing it, scaling it for 6 years. And
cat out of bed.
Here, man. Happy to add some value. Happy to be here with my boys here, man. Like, it's always a good time.
That's what's up, brother. Welcome in. It's crazy because I just got off the phone with Weed, and he asked about you, and I was like, yeah, actually, between me and you, Tone just made a big move. And I mean, I didn't know if I could say it yet. So I'm glad it's finally I can say it. So congrats to Tony for selling that company too, by the way. For sure. That right? I need a button. Somebody got to be on the button. It ain't even play. There you go. Yeah, it didn't play all the way. But anyway. All right, cool. Let's jump into these comments, man. Let's see what we got going on. Bam. Miss Lisa says, I did that one already. I do. That's how you lose accounts. I think it was when Andrew was talking about the tracking. All right. This is part of the reason why I'm leaning towards solo cleaning and building out my personal brand. Facts. Facts. You know what? We gotta be out. We gotta be real about this now. I talk scaling, and it is what it is. But you really, and that's why I always make sure I balance out these videos that I give with some real motivation and stuff too to keep you going, because it ain't no joke. And I don't give a damn if you're not doing the cleaning. Managing all these people, like keeping up with everything, all these systems, all these laws, all these everything, it's not no joke. And people think that, you know, he the CEO, he ain't doing the work, we the ones doing the real work. You think so? You'd be surprised what it takes to be that person that's in charge of everything, that everybody, you got to show up no matter what. It's a lot, bro. So if y'all want to touch on that, I think that's worth a mouthful right there.
I think I already did, so I'll let Tone do it.
Yeah, man. You got something? Nah, dude. Like one of the things that I am adamant about when I'm coaching, a mistake that I made. It's a mistake that I'm sure, you know, a lot of entrepreneurs make along the way is building your business before you build your life plan. Figuring out how you want things to look as far as life is concerned, before you start working on how you are building your business. Because I know I definitely made that mistake. I started really going heavy onto planning for impact and how, you know, I wanted the business to look. I wanted everybody to be able to eat off of it. Like I had a very detailed plan, and you know, almost to the T, we were executing on that plan. But what I didn't consider, which caused the most problems, is how that plan actually fit into my life and my lifestyle. And so, you know, a lot of stuff was sacrificed unnecessarily in pursuit of that plan.
Yep.
So when I'm coaching and talking to my private clients, one thing I always start with is like, man, what do you want? Like for you, like what does life look like for you? Like, are you the type of person that can deal with having a big team? Are you that person that, you know, the girl in your office talking too loud piss you off so bad that you don't even want to be there? Like, because if that's you already working at somebody else's job and you can't deal with somebody talking too loud or somebody being out of character, like you're gonna struggle when you paying that person that's talking too loud and paying that person that show up out of uniform or paying that person that can't show up on time. Like it's gonna be very difficult for you to deal with that. And like I literally was having this conversation on Tuesday with someone. Like he is leaning more towards, he started his business out with the big commercial vision, like a lot of us have, you know, start a commercial cleaning business. I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But now what he's realizing is with his lifestyle, you know, the residential actually lines up a little bit better. Like he doesn't have to have a big team and a whole bunch of people that he's working with. He's able to rely on his personal brand, like just him, you know, and he's able to build out life the way he wants to a little bit better with residential because he's able to schedule, hey, I want to schedule these many cleans. I know I need to do this amount of work. And it's just me that's showing up. I ain't checking behind all these people. I'm able to show up. I'm able to do 2-3 houses a day and leave it at that. And then if I want to take vacation for the next 2 weeks, I just don't schedule no appointments.
Right.
But when you're doing commercial, hey, you want to go on vacation or whatever, that contract is still signed for every time you promise to be there.
Yep.
You know, whether it's you or not. And so, you know, just taking that moment to really look at like, you know, yes, the money may look good and commercial, but residential, the margins are stupid.
Yes.
Like you get great margins in residential, and you can actually eat more personally off of residential. Like, you know, off of building a personal brand as a solo cleaner, you can eat a lot more. So it's about what lifestyle you want to live in. I said all that to just say that, like,
No,
it's
this
about like your lifestyle.
Because I be so hard on myself. Oh, my bad.
Yep.
No, facts.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Because it's delayed a little bit for some reason, like your audio and your video. So I thought you were done. My bad. But No, and I was gonna say was I be so hard on myself sometimes I get carried away with the vanity metric, that revenue number, that big number. And then sometimes we all got a million ways to get more, right? And then it'll hit me. AJ, hold on. That ain't what you was after in the first place. Like, chill. Like, we can scale, continue scaling at this rate that we scaling. And if it's gonna get you out of that zone you like to be in, we can say no. And then two, there are seasons where it's like, nah, it is time to level up. You get to step out your comfort zone and do some things you don't want to do right now. You know what I mean? But it's just, as long as you, like Tony just said, as long as you remember exactly what you want and what you want that lifestyle to be, that's what that's about the most. So I love that feedback there. PDX says, hey, we're starting a commercial cleaning company, a commercial cleaning business, and I've been enjoying your videos for a while. Quick question. Have cold calling or cold emailing work for you? Every single day. I literally have a lead generation service that runs specifically off of cold calling. And in the 1010 program, which, by the way, is a one-on-one coaching program that any of us here can help you on. You can choose one of us to be your coach. It's probably not me. I'm about tapped out at this point, but you can choose one of these guys here to be your coach, and they will coach you one-on-one and hold you accountable and all of that. But I got some people in the 1010 program now. We also implementing cold email strategies, and we're combining that with what Ms. Lisa was just asking about, which is our instant quote form, and putting that on your website, sending out cold emails, and we're generating leads that way too. So that we're doing both. Absolutely. Miss Karen says, I had to what's up?
AJ, do you put the link in the email campaign for the janitorial?
Yes.
Because if you put the link in there, it also gives it, instead of directing them to the website, or if you put it in the actual email campaign, a lot of times they will click on it. And when they click on it, there's a way that you can see who actually clicked on it. So now you can kind of filter it out by the people that actually clicked on it.
Yep.
And I don't want to go too far. The people that actually clicked on it, and you can market to them, because they showed some interest.
Look, see,
I'm gonna stop there.
Look, see, that's why y'all need to pick him as y'all coach. That's why I got you working with Miss shout out to you, which
spread the love.
Portia, shout out to Portia. That's why I got you working with her. And this is facts. And by the way, so wait, are you saying put the actual is like an image of the form, or put the actual embed the actual form in the
but you can put the link.
Oh, just okay, but yeah, because that's exactly okay. But same, yes, we're doing that. Okay, because I want to make sure. I'm like, wait a minute, are you putting the whole form in it? All right, but all right, what I missed? I had to restructure last year because of the lack of communication. Sure. I'm telling you, and you got to understand too. I like that you said that, especially with it coming from you, with somebody who's been in the game for as long as you have. Y'all don't ever be afraid to, you know what I mean, reassess. You know what I mean, like look at it, see, okay, am I, you know what I mean, do I need to adjust? We can all, you know what I mean, we all growing and learning every single day, y'all. All right. And the cleaning, and y'all see me all the time. I take stuff away, bring it back, change it, then change it back. Y'all, hey, you figure it out. In the cleaning industry, you will put with a lot of BS from clients and subs. Trust me, fact, big fact. All right, what else we got? Robert. Right. Robert says, glad you brought this up. I lost three different jobs due to cleaning times. What does cleaning times have to do with anything? I'm motivated, I move fast, but I do clean. Fact. And it got something to do with, I know what you mean though. It's like focus on just getting the job done and done right. We not hourly employees. What you got, Tom?
I just had a question on that. So lost them due to cleaning times, as far as he was cleaning too fast, or I don't know, like, because
that is probably what he's saying, because I had that complaint too. And you right now, if that's what you right, that make way more sense. It's like, okay, how you mad at me because we finish it faster? The scope is the scope. Facts. So I wonder if that was a daytime account.
Yeah, I would just to that, if that is the case, you know, just be clear with the expectation that you're setting with the client up front. Like, you know, hey, we're here to do this, like, you know, these tasks, or you know, our goal is a clean building. You know, so being more like goal oriented, like our goal is to leave y'all with a clean building. Now, if you have a porter account or something like that, where you're promising them, hey, we're going to be here for 4 hours, you're going to pay us for 4 hours, like every time we show up, then that's something that needs to be very clearly communicated, outlined in the contract and everything. But if it's just a janitorial clean where the goal is clean, like don't put in there in your contract how many hours y'all going to be, because you may show up like we were dealing with the same thing. Like, you know, hey, you do this at 4 man hours and you put in the contract, hey, this is going to take probably about 4 hours to clean, but you show up with 4 people. Right. And now y'all in and out of there in an hour, and they're like, oh my gosh, they were just in and out of here so fast that, you know, there's no, you know, our last cleaner used to be here from this time to this time. Yeah, but your last cleaner showed up with a doggone dust mop and a spin mop. And,
right. And that's why you fired their ass in the first fucking place.
Exactly. But we showed up with a backpack vacuum, you know, a full mop system, you know, a routine and a game plan, and we was able to get in and out of this building like that. Right. But when you walk through your building, it is still clean, if not cleaner than it was before, because that's what our goal was, not to come and be in here all night. So just be sure that you're communicating what like the expectation is. And for most of us, it's a clean building at the end of the night.
That's it. That remind, and one, shout out to Tone. If I need to have a way to have my buttons on the same page as the comments, because that's what be throwing me off. But that was definitely supposed to have been that. But in addition to that, too, shout out to my my old ops manager. He trained me to be an operations manager when I got working for the bigger company I worked for. And he told me something. He said you have to educate the customer. And that's exactly what you just explained. It's like, it's not that you're arguing with them or even trying to correct them, but you just got to educate them, because sometimes they think that this is required, and then you got to explain to them, no, actually is this. You know what I mean? That reminds me of when somehow people be saying my super old, like 2018, 19 videos when I used to sell the lead generation, and we would sell calls. We didn't sell appointments. We sold, I'll make X amount of calls for you per month or something like that. And people will come back and say, how many calls do I get? And I'm like, don't worry about that. We've been stopped selling like that, because the amount of calls we make it don't matter to you. What matters to you is the amount of appointments we get you. So that's why we switched that model. But sometimes people are focused on the wrong damn thing when you just focus on the solution. And that's what I remind me of. So you got to educate people. All right, what else we got? This one. Donald says hiring a good cleaner, $16 when factory minimum is around $18. Any hiring companies that specialize in hiring cleaners?
Subjective.
I agree. All right, here's what I would say to that. I was waiting to see if y'all
ain't seen no sponsorships in yet.
Okay. Well, look, good point. All I was gonna say is 16. I would say check Indeed again, because sometimes we assume you might be thinking about one popular factory in your area, and that might not be the going standard at every company in your area. So I don't know. That's all I would say to that. But Robert Perkins, the client called the alarm company to see when I turned out. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Yep. Wait, what is this about? It's a conspiracy.
Now, if you messing up, you know, you missing stuff, then that's on you. But if you are sure that you're going through every step, that's why, you know, I know Andrew Lewis hits on this a lot. That's why checklists and accountability is important. Like making sure you have a way to, hey, if we in and out this building in 45 minutes, did we do everything we came to do? You know, am I following up? Am I checking through and stuff like that? But if they're gonna babysit you, you might need to just cut ties, to be honest.
That part. I'm trying to scan through. Let's see, and get the actual questions. Let's see. First year in business, cleared over 70K. Shout out to you, bro, for real. And we definitely should get you up for a follow-up interview also. Jared says, this was just what I needed to hear. I love my Airbnbs, and I have a few elderly residential clients that I love. Move in, move outs are great for me too. One more thing though, I want to say this though, and this time, because Jared, you heard what I told you when we did a consultation the other day about this. I want to let Tony speak on it since he just did an exit. So we kind of hinted on, okay, she kind of wanted to, fuck it, let's just stay small. It's easier. It's more simple, less of a headache, right? And maybe even sub. But at some point, we might want to say, okay, I'm ready to sell my business and move overseas, and then I'll monetize my personal brand from there, right? I just mentioned that one of the issues I will want, well, not even an issue, but one of the things I will want somebody in that thought process to consider is, okay, well, how you gonna sell if it's if it's you still doing the cleaning? So I'm just gonna ask you your perspective as somebody that just sold as well. Your valuation probably would have been different, I imagine, if you were just doing all your accounts, or like give us some feedback on that.
Yeah, no, for sure. A lot of things are considered when you're in that merger or acquisition, stage. Like, and a big part of it is your involvement. Like, how critical are you to the business? So, like, as the more critical you are, the the less technically your business is worth. Unless you're going to be coming on. So, like, as somebody that's building like a personal brand, like, you it is in my opinion, like, as someone that's now working to do the same thing, is focused more on my personal brand. It's like, what does that look like, long term? Like, are you just doing this to, you know for the time being? Are you growing your cleaning business as a means of eating right now? Like, is that the main thing? Is that going to be the main thing? Or are you gonna shift gears and be, hey, Jera, the expat business owner, like, where you were able to eat enough off of your cleaning business to build up the next thing, to build a following on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, to start building your next business, and now you can lead. Have you been able to position your name and your business likeliness to a point where now you can keep generating appointments and getting somebody else in? So, like, it's just understanding what you're trying to do ultimately.
Awesome. Oh, there he is. Is he there? Can you hear me?
I'm right here. My bad. I was gonna
Oh,
say when the audience know before I just disappear, but thank y'all so much for jumping on. I gotta go, but the fellas gonna hang around and get the rest of y'all questions as long as they can. But happy Friday, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Talk to y'all soon.
all right. Okay. Yeah, he gonna make me put my glasses back on so I can see this little screen real quick. Um, so yeah, man, that's so everything you guys talked about so far is spot on, spot on. And for those of you that don't know what this call is about, it's talking about the 1010 program. If you see down there below, it says grow by $10,000 per month. Visit 1010program.com, and that's where you can get your own personal uh, coach, advisor, mentor, to help you with your cleaning business, to help you get started, to help you level it up, to help you take it to the next level. You can pick I'm not sure exactly how he goes about selecting who goes where, or if you have that option. And I believe Tony said last time, I think he does allow you to pick. And that's fine. But you just need to know, what best fits for what your business vision is. Tony, I'll ask you this question, and I didn't kind of think about it beforehand. And the fact that you were able to sell your business is absolutely amazing. I think it's the coolest thing in the world. And from talking to you and having conversations with you one on one, I saw it coming. I could see that you were preparing your business. That may not have necessarily been your initial intent, but as you started moving on, I could see that you were lining up your business to be able to be sold. So I'll ask you this question. What are some things that we can do as cleaning business owners to set our business up? And you spoke on it about not being required to be there for your business to operate. But what are some things that we can do, like in the beginning stages, to kind of say, okay, I want to set my business up to be eligible for someone to say, hey, I want to buy your business or purchase your business?
Um, like, for us, we started it very late, because when I first started the business, our goal was, we were gonna maybe run the business for 10 years or so, and exit out as millionaires. That didn't necessarily happen. Um, It didn't happen like that. I'm not a millionaire. Um, you know, but we started that process a little bit late, like as far as really building the business to be sold. So, we started kind of learning that in the process, but thankfully, between me and my partner, we had some solid things in place where, it made sense, for the buyer, as well as us, didn't make a complete exit, as you can see. Like, I'm working with the business that I sold my business to. I'm down here running the Florida region for that company. Um, but one of the things, man, is systems is something that you talk about often, something that AJ talks about often. Is setting up systems, setting up solid marketing systems. That's a big thing now. Like, is how are you generating more clients? Your client spread, like how long have your clients been with you? As far as your longevity, the type of clients that you have. Are they type of clients that historically, in the industry are not clients that are going to last long term? So understanding those things, but above everything, man, systems and cash flow. Like, are you making money? Like,
Mhm.
all that stuff matters. So start looking and diving into that stuff
Okay.
now. I feel like that's something that, for everybody it's a little bit different. So those are definitely one of those things. If selling your business is something that you're considering or want to do in the future, get with a coach, get with a mentor, get with someone, like call a business brokerage, like, and see, okay, hey, if I want to sell, what does this look like? How does this happen? Like, it's avenues out there, because it trust me, it does not look the same for everybody.
Oh, yeah. And I never, and I appreciate that was a great answer. And I wasn't, when I first created the business, that wasn't my intent. But I will say this: my subcontractors in the last few weeks are making me change my mind and say, hey, maybe I may want to consider, building it and then selling it, because man, they were driving me up the wall this week. But all right, let's
Um,
go to
but
some.
I will say
Oh, go
I
ahead.
will say something real quick, and I got the answer to that question that you just put up. It's in the chat.
Okay.
I don't know if it showed or not, but that's the link.
Yep.
Right there to get a coach. Oh well, they say it failed to post. Okay, I'm gonna post it private if you want to post it real quick.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
But
Sounds
but
good.
I was going to say something to that, man. Like, when it comes to what you were just saying, man, on your end, you already have like some solid system set up. Like, again, man, that's just one of them things. Like, I know, had that seller's remorse, like right after I doggone sold it, and then I'm sitting here literally thinking of all the things that I could have done differently, to keep, the business running, ways that I could have removed myself from the business, and still kept it, and things like that. Um, so I would consider like all of those things. Like, don't let that frustration be like, oh, I'm tired. I'm just tired of dealing with this, and then just dipping out.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
some conversations with some people. See what things other people are doing. How other people that are next level up have handled some of your frustrations. And make that decision. Like, you have a really good plan set up already. Like, you could probably exit and be fine and still be making bread because of the things that you have set up already. You got,
Mhm.
Clean Success Academy. You got your book going. You're consulting with CBN. You got, your ties into those things. But not everyone has that plan B set up. They just get tired and want to throw their hands
Right.
up. Thankfully, we all had things kind of set up. Like AJ, when he sold his business and when he jumped and everything like that, he had things set up that could still sustain him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for a little bit, you're like, dang, that kind of sucked. But, after a while, you're like, nah, but I got this play going on, and I have this, thing that I can continue to roll into and use my expertise and the knowledge that I've gained all this time. It wasn't wasted time, because that's one thing I hear from a lot of people. They feel like they wasted their time. when they don't get what they thought they could get for it or whatever, it feels like, man, I wasted all that time doing A, B, and C. So yeah, man, that one was for you. Like when you start having those moments, man, hit us up. Call me, call AJ. You know how we do. You know how we get down. Like, let's talk through it first. Because it may be the best thing to be like, all right, yeah, let me start shopping this thing out. But then sometimes it's just that frustration. Like how AJ say he quit at least once a week. Like, you know, so.
Yeah, I feel you. All right. So who's this from? Eric Johnson says, good information. Appreciate you. And we're about to close this out. Miss Denton says, because they feel like they're paying too much for a little time. Yeah. And that's about we were talking about how, and just to piggyback on that conversation, the way that I see it is that sometimes a lot of clients they'll see you come in at a certain time and they'll see you leave at a certain time, and they think, well, they couldn't have cleaned everything that fast. But when you have systems, you have kind of a process, you have a routine, then you may be able to get it done fast. You may be able to get the cleaning done fast, and as long as you kind of establish that the goal is not the time, but the task being accomplished, and how fast it takes you to get there shouldn't matter. So that's why you are absolutely right by not telling, by ensuring that you don't tell the client this clean should take this amount of time. No, you should say this clean is going to entail doing all of these things in the scope of work, no matter how much time it takes. But I'm not going to beat the dead horse.
And one thing that one of my mentors says that I just never really thought about, but it's true, is this is for the people that are still out there cleaning. This is also some good information to share with your people, is let's get out of the habit of clean. Like, because just because it's in the scope of work that you wipe every desk, man, don't clean a desk that's already clean. You know, don't doggone wipe nothing down. Or, you know, if you go in there, if you was here yesterday, you cleaned that toilet, you seen that it's clean, you know for a fact by walking into that bathroom, seeing everything that you see, that toilet ain't been touched. Like, that stall ain't even been entered. Maybe this whole bathroom hasn't been touched at all. You know, and use your head and use, you know, your senses. Does it smell clean? Does it look clean? If a client walks in here, are they going to see clean? Like, or am I going to spend this time in here, this 5 minutes, 10 minutes that it's going to take to clean an already clean bathroom? Like, so, like, let's get out of the habit of clean, especially when you're on a time crunch. And, like, you know, your clients may feel how they feel about it, but ultimately, like you said, set the tone that we came here to do these things and to ultimately leave you with a clean building. So
facts. So it is, I would love to stay on here and talk all day long. I love these conversations, and I love the interaction that everybody had. So just remember, we'll be on here next week. We're here every Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern time. So make sure you come on. Make sure you have your questions, interact with us. This seemed like it went by so fast, but it was so much good information. So just remember, grow by $10,000 per month. Visit 1010program.com. The link we put in the chat to be able to sign up, pick what coach you want to help you grow your cleaning company, and just meet us in the group, man. By all means, you guys have a blessed and wonderful weekend. If you celebrate and you have a special, someone, and you celebrate Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day to you guys. Be safe, and catch you next time. I am Sherman Lewis Jr., the owner of Squeaky Clean LLC, Clean Success Academy, Clean Success VA Staffing Solutions, and a published author, InvisibleBottleneck.org. You see my book is right beside AJ's book I have up here, if you can see it.
Hey, Mon, be here this weekend.
Oh, yes. Let's go. Let's go.
Say it.
Let me know.
Yeah, that's Tuesday. 17th.
Tuesday? As soon as it is, I'll buy this. I'll buy it immediately. Just let me know.
No, it's coming.
All right, brother.
No, I'm talking about your book.
Oh, you bought my book. Oh, I thought you bought.
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
no,
come on, man.
Come on, man.
I appreciate you.
Hey, everybody go get it. Hey, drop the link in there.
So everybody go get my book. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right.
You guys are blessed. Go ahead, Tony. Tell them who you are.
I'm Tony Williams, your CBN transition coach, man. If you're looking to transition out of your 9 to 5 into full-time in the cleaning industry, I'll let your boy, man. Join, get your starter kit. Join in every Friday. We right here, 1 o'clock. Man, peace, love. I love y'all, and take care. I'm out.
All right.
Headed to the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, on property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no motherfucker.